Hello, we're looking at the Newcomers book, Lesson 68, Weight and Mass. Weight and mass. The big idea is we can measure the weight and mass of objects. Say that with me. We can measure the weight and mass of objects. Now, these are words that you need for science and math. And I'm sure you know these in your first language. Let's make sure you know them in English. Weight. We can measure the weight of objects. Weight, for example, we could measure how many ounces. A pound is 16 ounces. A ton is 2,000 pounds. So how many ounces is in a ton? You'd have to multiply those together and get 32,000 ounces. Okay. Mass. For example, gram. Kilogram is 1,000 grams. Metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. So we have the English system of weight and the metric system of weight. And let me write that for you. The metric system, which is what most of the world uses. The English system is used by former English colonies, such as the United States. Okay. Okay, so when we think about weight, we are looking at a continuum of things that are light and things that are heavy. And things that are heavy, we see the arrow going down, not up, because we're thinking of gravity, right? The heavier it is, the harder it'll fall. Okay, so elephant. An elephant weighs 3 tons. An elephant is heavy. An elephant weighs 3 tons. Infant, a baby. The infant weighs 7 pounds, 2 ounces. And this is very light, a stamp. These stamps weigh 1 gram. Just 1 little gram. So going from light to heavy. How much does it weigh? And let's look at the language. Okay. Weighs. Weighs. We use that with singular nouns. The cat weighs 8 pounds. That's a big cat, 8 pounds. The cat weighs 8 pounds. Weigh. We use that for plural nouns. Stamps, right? More than one. Stamps weigh 1 gram. We use about for estimates, almost for estimates, and around. The cat weighs about 8 pounds. Okay. The elephant weighs about 3 tons. It's an estimate. We're not exactly sure. Okay. About, almost, around. Okay, so now we're going to look at some sentences and practice this. Let's look at the first 10. Okay, so hear it and then say it. Listen and then say it. Following the red arrow, please. Number 1, listen. Weight tells how heavy something is. Your turn. Weight tells how heavy something is. Number 2, listen. We can use a scale to measure weight. Your turn. We can use a scale to measure weight. A balance is one kind of scale. A balance is one kind of scale. Listen. An ounce is a small unit of weight. An ounce is a small unit of weight. A pound is 16 ounces. A pound is 16 ounces. A ton is 2,000 pounds. A ton is 2,000 pounds. The mass of something also tells its weight. The mass of something also tells its weight. A gram is a very small unit of mass. A gram is a very small unit of mass. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. A kilogram is 1,000 grams. A metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. A metric ton is 1,000 kilograms. As a balance here, a balance. You've seen these before. You put something on one side and you balance out the two sides to make them equal. That's a type of scale, a balance. Sentences 11 through 20. Before we, oops. Can I get that out of there? Yay. Okay, let's look at the word heavy. Say heavy and light. What if I want to say heavier? What do I need to do with the spelling? I'm going to change the Y to I and add ER. Heavy, heavier. So remember when we have our comparative and superlative adjectives? Heavier, and it is the heaviest. Heavier, heaviest. Then we have lighter, and I don't have to change anything, just adding ER. Lighter, lightest. Okay, oops. Heavier, heavy, heavier, heaviest. Light, lighter, lightest. Okay, let's read. First listen, then say it with me. How much does each object weigh? How much does each object weigh? An elephant is heavy. An elephant is heavy. A feather is very light. A feather is very light. The elephant weighs 3 tons. The elephant weighs 3 tons. These stamps weigh 1 gram. These stamps weigh 1 gram. The infant weighs 7 pounds 2 ounces. The infant weighs 7 pounds 2 ounces. The baby is heavier than the stamps. The baby is heavier than the stamps. The baby is lighter than the elephant. The baby is lighter than the elephant. The size of an object doesn't show its weight. The size of an object doesn't show its weight. Some really big objects are light. Some really big objects are light. Okay, now we're going to do musical partners, practicing these sentences.